friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my spoiled Oliver. And if you're returning, welcome back. You know how much I love you. So today I am a guest host for the 4th Friday Open Challenge. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But the theme is sunflowers. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Moss. This sunflower ribbon I got this spring from Dollar Tree. Some of these paper sunflower stickers from Hobby Lobby. I got this napkin from DECOUPAGE and then this wood pumpkin from Dollar Tree last year, and then one of these little pallets from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start off by removing the hanger and then removing that little bow that's kind of a tissue paper feel. I know it's supposed to look like raffia, but it feels more like a tissue paper. And then I painted this whole thing with my moss. Now I first started off by just doing in between those raised areas, but then I realized, wait, I'm going to want to paint all of it. Otherwise that you'll be able to see through that napkin. So I painted it all. And I did paint the back as well. And then I took my napkin and I'm just using my finger here to make creases, and then I cut it all out. And then after I had that cut out, I took off these napkins have 2 or 3 plies. So I took the 2 plies off, and then I'm just using my Mod Podge here, and I'm putting the Mod Podge on the raised areas. And then once that was all covered, I did set it aside and let it dry. And I guess I will show you that here in a minute. I guess I thought it was important that you saw me do all 3 pieces. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is what happens when I'm watching TV and editing. Then I took my palette while that was drying, and I'm removing the little hanger, and they're on there with these little staples. So be careful when you're removing those, because I had one fly up and stick in my hair. So once I had that, I did paint it with that moss. And then when my napkins are dry with the Mod Podge, I'm taking a piece of parchment paper, like wax paper, and I put it over my napkin, and I used my little heat press and went over it. And now I'm just covering it with some more Mod Podge, and then I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to use the parchment paper again. Now this way is a new way that I have found. I've seen Jackie on Crafting a Mimi's World do this, and it really does help eliminate the wrinkles. And I just love this new method. So once that was all done, you'll see me tear it off. It's all set and done. So after that, I'm just taking my little X-Acto knife and I'm just cutting the excess that was left over there. And I just went around all 3 pieces and just trimmed it all up. Then I'm taking my little palette and some hot glue here, and I'm going to stick my pumpkin right in that palette. After that, I'm taking a tumbling tower block that I had in my stash. This was already painted black, and I am just going to use that just to give it some extra support in the back. And then I'm going to make a bow. Now, I just got this ribbon recently at Hobby Lobby. They had a whole bunch of ribbon on clearance. It doesn't have the wires on the sides, but it was like 99 cents and I couldn't pass it up. So I'm just making 2 bows here by doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up, and then I'm using my twine here to tie a knot to keep them all scrunched. And then after that, I'm going to trim off the excess twine there, and then I'm going to dovetail the ends by folding them in half and cutting downward. Now you can cut either downward or upward, whichever you prefer. It doesn't matter. Then I'm just taking some hot glue, and I'm going to just hot glue this up at the top of that pumpkin. Sorry, it's not in view. And then I'm taking these sunflowers, and I'm just hot gluing them in place in front of my little pumpkin here. Now, after I finished all of my projects, I thought I should have probably just painted this with black instead of the green, because it doesn't really match all the other projects, and I like to try and make mine match, but oh well, I still like the way it turned out. And then I just took a little sunflower from Hobby Lobby and put it on that bow. And there it is. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one in the comment box below. Okay, so today is the 4th Friday Open Challenge. It is hosted every month by Lisa with our Gray House and Sarah from Jujubee DIY. Both of these ladies are amazing, so make sure you check out their channels as well as the playlist to get all kinds of sunflower themed DIYs. And I will have links to them as well as the playlist in my description box below. So let's get on to DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use some of my black buffalo check vinyl from Dollar Tree. One of these little wood pieces I got in a pack from Hobby Lobby. Then I had this canvas in my stash, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this sign that I got last year from Dollar Tree. You could use any kind of sign you have. I'm going to use my transfer. This is the Etched Sunflower transfer, and then I'm going to use one of these from my Autumn tiered tray transfer. And then I'm going to use my chalk paste in the color Pesto and Meadow. And then I'm going to also use the colors Bark and Bumblebee. Sorry, that wasn't in frame. And so I'm going to start off by using a sanding sponge to sand off all that glitter. Now this sign had a ton of glitter, so I just sanded as much of it off as I could. And then after that, I started ripping off some of the paper was going over the side, and I hate it when it happens. But I ended up ripping off most of this. Almost all of it came off. It came off really easy. So really, I didn't have to sand it anyways, but that's okay. So I took it and I am tracing out this sign with the vinyl there, and then I'm going to cut it all out. Once it was cut out, I'm just laying it onto the top side of that sign. I figured, why not cover that ugliness that was there, since I got most of that paper off. And then I'm taking my transfer. Now this transfer, I believe, is only going to be available through the rest of this month. I don't think it's going to be available after this month. So if you're interested in it, now would be the time to get it. But I am fuzzing this. As you know, these are adhesive, and you want to fuzz it so that it doesn't stick too much to your surface and pull up paint or stretch your transfer. So I'm putting it on the canvas, and I am using my Bumblebee, and I'm going around and I am going to put the paste all over my sunflower petals. And then after that, I'm going to use the bark and put it over the middle of the sunflower. And then you'll see me lift my transfer and lay it back down. That's so that the paste doesn't dry onto my transfer while I finish the leaves. And the reason that I lift it is because if you don't, it will stick to that transfer. And then when you lift it up, it will be a splotchy look. Now, if you've never tried Chalk Couture and you are interested in it, I do have a link in my description box for my Chalk Couture page because I am a designer, and you are more than welcome to go check it out. There's also what we call Club Couture, and that is a $21.99 monthly fee, and what you would get is an 8.5 by 11 or 8 by 11 something like that, an exclusive transfer that's only available to those that are part of the Club Couture. You get 3 single chalk pastes that match it, and starting this month, August, they're going to start sending a mini squeegee with it as well, just on the first time that you order. And it is a really good deal to get your feet wet if you're wanting to try it. The only thing is you do have to sign up for at least 3 months. You can go longer if you'd like, but the minimum is 3 months. So if you want to try it, that's a great way to try it out. So once I was all done, as you can see there, I just cut out my flower from the canvas. And then I am taking this little wood piece and I am painting it with my white. Now, I didn't mention, I put some little glue dots on the back of that sunflower, and that's how I'm attaching it to my picture frame because I wanted it to be lifted a little bit. So after my little sign here was dry, I am taking my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, and I'm just going around the edge of it with a little distressing. And then I'm going to use this transfer. It says give thanks, and I fuzzed it, and I'm just going to use my black velvet chalk paste and just going to put that over the words, and then I will lift my transfer. Now, if you do have some chalk couture, if you're new at it, you want to make sure you wash these right away. You want to wash the top side of it in cold water to get that chalk paste off so it doesn't stay stuck in the silk screen part. So here I'm taking another one of those tumbling tower blocks that I had in my stash, and I'm just adding it to the back of the sign, and then I'm adding that onto the front of the big sign. And then I'm just going to use a little X-Acto knife to cut out where that hole is, and then I'm adding another piece of jute string, and I'm going to tie a knot in that so that we have another hanger. I do hot glue that knot to the back of my sign. That way the knot stays in the back of the sign. Then I made this bow by making the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up just like I did on the previous one. And then I am putting another sunflower there. And that ribbon I did get from Amazon. It is in my Amazon store. So there it is. You have to let me know what you think about this. I really love this. I just think it is so pretty. But let me know what you think about this one. Okay, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find my links in my link tree in the description box below, as well as links to my other accounts that I am affiliated with, like Chalk Couture. And then I just want to give a huge thank you to Tracy. She just recently bought me a coffee. I truly appreciate it. It is just amazing when I get the email that somebody has done that, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Tracy. Okay, so here's DIY number 3. So this DIY is so easy. So I'm going to use this, my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, this picture frame that I got from Dollar Tree. It's been in my stash for like a year. This Hello Fall sign, which is a wood cutout that I got from Dollar Tree. My buffalo check ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and then this paper, or this vinyl, is from Hobby Lobby as well. I am going to start off by removing the glass from my picture frame, and I'm just sanding this frame a little bit. It is kind of a slick surface, so I just wanted the paint to adhere a little bit better. And then I painted the whole front and the sides and the back with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. And once that was all dry, I took the glass and I am going to cut out that vinyl. I'm just going to trace it out here, and then I'm going to cut it out. I moved it right there. Like, oh, darn it. Anyways, once I had it all cut out, I removed the backing here, and I'm just adding it right on to my glass. After that, I am going to just place this back into my sign that was all dry, and then put the backing in behind it. I was having a little problem there, but I got it in. And then when you use Dollar Tree picture frames, be really careful because those clips come out very easily, and I've broken some before. So just be careful when you're opening them and closing them. Then I'm taking this Hello Fall sign, and I'm painting it with my ink. And then I'm going to just put all around the trim some of my braided rope here, braided twine rope. I don't know what you call it. But anyways, I'm just going all the way around the inside of my picture frame with it. Now that Hello Fall, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I tried making little yellow hash or stitch lines across it, and it looked horrible. So I just repainted it black. But I feel like it needed a little something brightening up. Maybe I should have tried polka dots. Anyways, you could do that if you choose to recreate this. So here I'm taking some more of those paper sunflowers. This one I think is a flower from Dollar Tree. I put it there by the Hello Fall. I made a little shoestring bow just like you would tie a shoelace with my buffalo check ribbon. Put it on the top, and then I'm just adding that other paper sunflower there, and there it is. That's super easy and very sunflowery. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, so it's time for a celebration of your recreations. And wonderful Jane, I love your blessed sign, your leather leaves or faux leather leaves, everything. Oh, just turned out great. I loved them all. And beautiful Linda, oh, you both use that same paper. It's beautiful. I love the sign there and the pumpkin. Beautiful stuff. If you guys have something that you would like to share with me so that I can showcase for you, you can send it to me on my email address or through Instagram or Facebook. Okay, here is DIY number 4. Now you guys, I don't know about this one. You have to let me know what you think. So I'm going to use some burlap here. I got that from Walmart. That fabric I got from Walmart, and then these pieces of fabric I got from Dollar Tree. This wood piece I got in a mystery box from another creator. This tag sign I just recently got from the Dollar Tree, and then my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink and in the color white. So I got this inspiration from Pinterest, and I don't know. I'll have a link to it in my description box so you can take a look at the lady who did this. I thought hers was really pretty. I'm not so sure about mine, and I'm not sure what I did wrong. So you'll see there I painted that sign white, and then I did some distressing with my black, and then I'm just tracing out a shape of a petal, of a flower petal, sunflower petal, whatever you want to say. And then I cut it out, and then I just use that as a template, and I cut out, I think it was 3 pieces of each fabric. So there was like 5 different fabrics, and so that's what, 15 petals. Anyways, I went around and I just put some Mod Podge on the top here. I'm just layering the Mod Podge all over that sign there. And then I'm going to start laying the fabric little petals out, just kind of offsetting each one or alternating each different one. Now, I don't know if maybe I should have spread them out a little bit more. That might be it. I don't maybe have a little bit more of the sunflower material. I'm not sure, but it just didn't seem right to me. And I'll show you at the end what I did to kind of help it look a little bit better, I think. But I almost didn't show this, but I thought, no, I want to show you because I think it's a great idea. And I loved the one that I saw on Pinterest. But yeah, I'm just not. So maybe my wood piece might have been too big. Maybe I should have had it smaller. I don't know. So once I had that all down, I'm just going to continue with my Mod Podge, and I'm going to layer it with the rest of my petals. Now, I am just making sure that, they're offsetting so that I don't have 2 buffalo checks in the same one. And actually that buffalo check is part of a ribbon, not material. I didn't have any buffalo check ribbon or material that was black. So I decided to get this instead. So I'll just let you watch what I am doing here. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so happy you joined me today. If you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, then I invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box that you are new here. I'd love to get to know you. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a video. My normal upload times are Monday at 5 p.m. Central, but I do participate in different challenges and playlists during the week. So if you hit that notification bell, you'll know when I have a video coming up. And then if you guys like today's video, please make sure you give me that thumbs up and comment, because y'all know that helps my channel grow. So as you see here, I hot glued that wood piece in the middle, and then I'm just hot gluing some twine down to make it look like a stem and leaves. And then I took this Happy Fall sign that I got from Hobby Lobby last year, and I painted it with my maize color, but I didn't want just the yellow, so I'm going to go over with my outrageous orange, and I'm just going to kind of do some dry brushing over it, and it just kind of gives it a little depth and a little more color. So once I have that all done, then I'm going to hot glue it onto my sign. Now, I didn't mention this, but my twine there that I used for this stem, I did glue it underneath one of those leaves. So I'm sorry I didn't show that. And then once I had that all on, I took some more of this braided twine and I'm just going to wrap it all around my frame. Now, I think I do this mainly because I never like the way the edges of these pictures look. They always just kind of look rough. And I just feel like it just kind of finishes it off and gives it a kind of a country-ish farmhouse look. So then I took some of those little sunflowers there I got from Hobby Lobby last year, and I'm just hot gluing them all the way around that wood. I don't know, tell me what you think. I was just feeling like it needed something more. I just didn't like the way it was turning out. So my husband kind of, you're sitting there debating, and he was like, it needs some little sunflowers. So that's kind of what gave me the idea, and I went around with this. So you have to let me know what you think. But again, I'll have a link to that Instagram or Pinterest page so that you can see what it was supposed to look like. But let me know what you think about this one and what you think I could have done maybe to make it a little bit better. Okay, so here is the final reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And again, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. And make sure you guys give me that thumbs up and comment so that way YouTube sends my video out for more to see. I will be back again on Sunday for the What Would You Make challenge. I hope to see you then. And with all that being said, you guys, make sure you check out Sarah and Lisa's channels and the playlist. And then with all that being said, you guys, have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.